You know, I don't want to give the Trump regime notes, but if they were truly as smart and 10D chess as they pretend to be, then there wouldn't be this pathetic need to hate and fear and regress. But it's easy to fear change when clinging to the past feeds you a whole bunch of money. And Trump is just the kind of idiot who would hear the boilerplate survivalist talking points of an aging industry and be like, we need to bring that back. If you don't get it, I'm referencing his insistence on clean coal and oil and all of these dinosaur renewable energies. But back to giving these doofuses notes. If you were ignoring all threats to stability and peace and all that other stuff and just put on your war cap, they would have had their cake and ate it too with Iran if they hadn't killed the chance to break free of our energy dependence. Think of it. Gas isn't the only reason this war is unpopular with the vast majority of Americans, but there are a not small subset of those who are breaking free of this cold hypnosis who are citing rising gas prices as the reason. But from the perspective of the administration, they need to keep as many people as possible hooked into the psychosis in order to keep their steamroll moving forward. That being said, imagine if when they went full attack and blockade on Iran, it had little to no effect on U.S. industry. That means the shipping, energy, manufacturing, delivery, farm equipment, none of it is affected by rising oil prices because we have a strong renewable grid, electrical vehicle infrastructure, and good energy efficient manufacturing and delivery, or trains. Hell, you probably could have gotten people to completely ignore Iran if it weren't for gas prices and economic struggle. Now, I'm obviously being partially facetious here, but there's a specific truth in here. The stupid evil shit Trump and his cronies are doing is twice as bad because we have not addressed our single source energy dependence and aging energy infrastructure, instead choosing to double down on non-renewables. And this is something that didn't have to be this bad, as the Biden administration actually did a good job implementing tax credits and incentives that increased the sale and production of EV cars for North America. The idea being tipping the balance from gas cars to EVs, gradually giving the industry time to adjust. Now, critics likely were very much wholly bought by the gas industry, which is why we are here where we are today. And these kind of people simply lamented that, American cars will be overtaken by China, which is the most, pussy, anti-competitive bullshit I've ever heard. The other thing I heard at that time that these tax credits were being reduced was that it was forcing Americans to buy EVs, which is illegal and un-American, a sentiment that is simply too stupid to be true. But if these credits had been allowed to continue and energy products allowed to move forward, we could have had a pretty strong green energy grid, and that would have allowed us to bomb and disrupt oil and gas all over the world with a much smaller impact on ourselves. But like I said, I'm not giving you any notes. So buckle up your seatbelts and stock up on gas, because the real energy crisis is the friends you made along the way.